Okay, so we're gonna start tonight off with this good old black-red prowess. The idea behind prowess is to get creatures with prowess, such as Abbot of the Carol Keep, or Monastery Swift Spear, or Soulscar Mage down, and then pump them with a bunch of spells, such as Seal of Fire, Lightning Bolt, Lava Dart, Thoughtseize, Inquisition, Push, Cling to Dust, Bobble, or Light up the stage. Our goal is to get our opponents as dead as quick as we can, and we've got hand disruption to stop them from being able to do anything. We've got creature removal to stop them from having creatures. We've got reanimation in case they kill our things. We've got exile effects. We've got redraws. We've got redraws. And we've got Kroxa, which is a great game ender. And in case we needed anything more, in the sideboard, we've got Alaris, so that way we can recur any of those permanents that we were talking about. Um, Other than that, pretty straightforward. You've got multiple black and red sources, and then you've got red sources, and then you've got a singleton swamp in case of a blood moon effect. We don't need more than one black. And then in the sideboard, what we've got is we've got spell bombs as a way to deal with their graveyard, but keep ours. And then we can also redraw off of spell bomb using black mana. We've got 2 additional Thoughtseizes in case we need to disrupt their hand more. We've got a Braid in case they've got artifacts or we need to be more creature heavy. And Grass Rampage is, again, creature or artifact removal. Greetings. I personally rent, but that's because I swap between decks quite a bit. If you're looking to play one deck and stick with it, I'd recommend buying it. But if you're like me and you want to test out the entire field, I definitely recommend using a rental service. The one that I use is Mana Traders. That's just because it's a bit quicker to get into and get started. But yeah. And then in the sideboard, we also have Collective Brutality. So that way we can force the opponent to reveal or drain or kill off their stuff. It's just a good modular spell. And then Molten Rains for those pesky Tron matchups or Valakut type decks. Let's go ahead and hop into some games with this black-red prowess and see how we do. Cool, cool. Go ahead and reveal Laris. Hand's got a Soulscar Mage, Disruption, 2 lands. Looks like a pretty easy keep to me. It is Tron. We will go ahead and lead with an Inquisition then. Just to see what they've got. Okay, well. We're staring down an Ugin and an Ulamog, but we get rid of the Stirrings. There's the Blast Zone on 1. Cracks to draw. As second star. Okay. So they're 2 turns away. We'll go Soul Scar into Swift Spear. They can't turn on Tron. They can't blow up. And in their hand, we know 3 of the 4 cards. So 3, 6. So 6 on the bolt, plus 8 from the ground. Push is meh there. exile a star. Yield to those. Oh, well, there's the other bolt that we needed. Bolt them. Bolt them. Mana short. They go down to 5. They are dead on board. Problem is, minimalistically, even if they don't have Tron, they can still pop Blast Zone here. Which is exactly what they do. There goes R2. Canyon's not bad. Let's go ahead and put Lurrus into our hand and pass the turn. Because if we hit a land, we can go Lurrus, Swift Spear, kill them. See, were we gonna get the land? Ah, we were. Beautiful. Okay, so we're facing Tron. Molten Rains don't seem bad. So we want the Molten Rains. Thought Seizes don't seem bad either. A lot of their stuff costs more than what we can get. Pushes, since this is Green Tron, seem pretty mediocre. They don't have lots of creatures. We need to get rid of 3 more cards. We can... I think we can drop Kroxa here. Doesn't exactly seem like a very strong card in this matchup from the aspect of by the time it can get down, we're probably dead. Doesn't seem awful, but at the same time, Unearth is... I don't think we need all the Molten Rains. Molten Rain's a bit of a slow card anyway. Especially when we're on the draw. Okay, hand's not bad. We can lead with Swift Spear, hit for 1. Turn 2, Thought Seize them. Take their payoff. And hit for 4. They mulligan down to 5? Yep. So with that hard of a mulligan, I definitely don't want to hit their hand early. They reveal map. Okay. Blast Zone on 1 into map. Yep. Let's get this Bloodstained Mire down. And looks like we've got lethal next turn with that Lava Dart. Thought Seize them. They've got Swagdad and Worm Coil. We take the Thrag. Combat smack him for 4. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 5 spells. Yeah. That's more than lethal. They go scrying. We know that their hand consists of worm coil. Cool. Blood Crypt, shock it in. Bolcha. Lava Dart. Lava Dart. Lava Dart. Get him down to 8. Swing for 12. Hey, Fluffy. I know I'm playing the bad deck. Shh, don't tell people. At least match 1 was against Tron? Sorry. I was making sure that I had the lethal line. You know. All right, match 2, here we come. We won the die roll? Sweet. Hand's got a Thoughtseize and 2 Soulscar Mages. Sure, we'll keep. Opponent mulligan to 6. Okay. Let's go ahead and lead on this Thoughtseize. While yes, it means that we don't get as much value off of a Soulscar Mage. What? Okay. All right. That's a hand. Angel Quarter. So mono white taxes is what it looks like we're facing here. Soul Scar. And Soul Scar. That means next turn we can go Bolt into light up the stage into hopefully land drop Cling. Or they'll have the Thalia. Of course. Let's go ahead and hit Thalia there. We will not cast this Lava Dart, but we will go ahead and get in. Yeah, I'm gonna say at least it's not, we don't have to sacrifice 2 damage on this Bolt. There's the Ghost Quarter. Bolt there. Cast with Spectacle. Exiles Lava Dart and Cling to Dust. Yep. That we can go ahead and shock in. Lava Dart there. Then we've got multiple Lava Darts to flash back. Well, have something to flash in here, opponent. Cool. There we go. On the sideboard. So facing mono white taxes. I don't think there's anything that we want. Like, maybe we could bring in more removal, but I don't think that's where we want to be. I don't think we need it. We've got the darts and the bolts and the pushes. I think we've got enough removal. Link seems kind of bad, but at the same time, there's nothing we really want to bring in. We'll just run it back. See if we see more things this time. We could bring in the Abrades or the Rampage in case that they're running Vial and they just didn't have a Vial hand, but I don't know if that's what we want to be doing. Where's the Taxmaster when you need him? Opponent's picking cards. There we go. I'm assuming opponent's going to take the play. And go ahead and reveal the Luris. We've got Inquisition, Swift Spear, Bobble. Sounds pretty good to me. Plains passes the turn. That's a real nice turn, too. Is that Thalia Arbiter? It is. Dang. That kind of makes our turn 2 suck. Clearing into probably Thalia. Since they don't have a way to make us, yep. And say they don't have a Ghost Quarter type effect yet. Play out Swift Spear. Play out Bobble. Yield to the Prowess triggers. Combat swing for 2. Make sure we've got the stop there. See what opponent's going to be drawing for the turn. Okay, he'll be drawing a Plains. They play the Plains. Got one unknown in hand. There's the Arbiter. And Thraben Inspector was their unknown. Good to note. Thalia gets in. We take 2, go down to 16. Draw an additional card. Oh, hey, what a card draw. That, pay the 2. Black, cast, hit Thalia. Go ahead and cast this Bobble, get that Prowess trigger. And I'm assuming this is just going to get blocked, so there's no point to cast the Cling. No blockers? Do that and see what opponent's going to be drawing here. Tech Edge. Okay. Luckily, that's not online. Swings with the Arbiter. No blocks. You know that they've got a Resto Angel. So they can block with the Thraben for free and then flicker. Draw an additional card off of Bobble. We draw land number 4. Let's go ahead and play out Abbott. Exile a top card. We may play that card. It is a Soulscar Mage. Okay. I'm not opposed to just taking a turn off and playing down another flicker creature. Not another flicker creature, but another creature in general. Opponent can, if they want to, draw a clue here, or they can flash in Resto. They go ahead and go for the flash in, and then flicker Thraben Inspector to get another clue. Sounds good. So we can turn Restoration Angel into a 0/1 now. They draw a card off of clearing. And play Chef at Dunes. Plays out second Arbiter. Okay. Swings with the 3/4 flyer in the air. Makes sense. We go down to 12. Step we draw. Okay. Not a terrible land to draw there. This is just a destroy effect, right? Yep. Okay. So let's see how they want to block. I'm assuming they're going to block. Inspector blocks. Arbiter blocks. Arbiter blocks. Inspector blocks. Arbiter blocks. Only going like so. Let's go ahead and bolt the Restoration Angel. Turn it into a 0/1. And then they take 2, they go to 9. And to crack a clue. Know that their hand is silent clearing 2 unknowns. There goes the silent clearing. Charming Prince. They're going to flicker their Restoration Angel. Yep. So they get their 3/4 back. They get the Restoration Angel back, and now they can flicker their Charming Prince and either scry or gain life. They choose to gain life. We'll go ahead and cycle this on Earth. Okay. Man, we are flooding. We do this, we swing, they can block. We'd lose a creature, we can cling. We'll go ahead and do it. Wow, they want this Soul Scar dead. Arbiter Angel. Okay. So like that. Prowess will happen. Ooh, that's a pretty good draw. Damage happens like so. Opponent goes down to 7. So they can hit us for 5, taking us down to 7. We can't quite turn on Kroxa yet unless they tech edge us. They draw a card. Second tech edge. Blade Splicer. That's a card. They go for 2. We'll gladly take it. We draw Bolt. Does that win us? That black Kroxa here. Okay, opponent has to discard. They discard a Vial. Good to note that they're on Vial. Now we can play Mire. Fetch with Mire. Go get Luris from hand. Next turn we can Luris Kroxa. Eh. Next turn we have escaped Croxa anyway. Destroy target non-basic land. I would like to float red. Destroy target non-basic land. We can move into combat here. Can really only swing with the Restoration Angel. Swings with the Golem. And just the Golem. We'll take 3. And go get ourselves a basic mountain here. Go ahead and bolt them. We go down to 4. Worst case scenario, we have Croxa. And that's what we go ahead and do. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why don't you play the dog? I haven't really had a chance to dump our mana for the put it into the hand yet. Opponent draws a card off of clearing. They discard a path. And now we'll be at 1. Unless they have another. Because we can block all of their things. Unless they have another path. Okay. On to game 3. Because they block and then they swing out. We can only block. We can take exactly 4. We can bring in the brutality, take out a cling. That Charming Prince was really well timed on their part. Yay for Twitch not having, or Magic not having a way to capture the monitor and just having to do an entire desktop capture. Okay, we've got a minute before our opponent can take whatever they've got. Pausing for the +3. Oh, Kiln Fiend? This list wasn't running Kiln Fiend, and I grabbed the list off of MTG Goldfish from one of the recent 5-0s. Yeah. I guess this person just thought that Abbott's a better card, and I don't disagree with that assessment. We'll keep this. A mulligan to 6. Because this is a quick turn 1 Swift Spear, hit him, and then turn 2 we can Inquisition plus light up the stage. Okay, they have the Forge Tender. That's a card. Stoneforge and Princes. I'd take the Stoneforge. I'm much more scared of that than I am of any Prince. I'm assuming this Forge Tender is just going to block this Swift Spear. Yep. Charming Prince. Probably gain 3. Scries 2. Let's see what they do. They put 2 on top. That's never a good sign. Go ahead and play out Abbott here. We hit Soulscar Mage. Okay. No point to swing there because Prince can block and kill. In comes second Prince. Yep. They gain 3. Let's go ahead and bring down Soulscar Mage. Let's draw ourselves a card here. Okay. Next turn, we get in for some serious damage. Hopefully we hit a spell. Rest in peace, sure. Okay. Cast a bobble. Always yield, yield. Will all happen. Go ahead and lava dart their face. So that way we have this light up the stage. Can we hit Abbott and light up? Okay. Swing out. I'm assuming they're blocking as much as they can. I guess they're figuring out how they can block as little as possible and stay alive with a healthy buffer. So what? Forge Tinder blocks an Abbott. Charming Prince blocks one of the 4/5s. Oh, goes for the double block on the Abbott. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what opponent's drawing. Second Tech Edge. Good to note. So they will have this Restoration Angel. We draw again. Okay. Abbott. Flips over. Light up the stage. Okay. So we'd basically be sending these all to their death. Does this destroy target non-basic land? Interesting. So they block 2. But then we get double light up. I'm fine with this line. Yep. Resto flicker, and then they have double block. Block, block. We lose the Soulscar Mage. They take some damage. We in turn get cast that with And there we go. Bloodstained Mire, fetch for a basic mountain. And cast this second one with Spectacle. And next turn, unless they have a blocker, so they can destroy our Blood Crypt, take us down to 1 mana or 3 mana. Okay. Let's play out the Sunbaked Canyon, crack the Sunbaked Canyon. Okay. Bobble 1. Bobble 2. Seal of Fire. Bobble 3. If any of these connect, you lose, opponent. They have exactly what they need. So they get to flicker the Forge Tender. They block, they block, they block, they sack to prevent the damage from the 6. Or whatever they don't block. Okay. And then they sack. Prevent damage from the Swift Spear. Yep. We let damage happen. Then we stop on their upkeep to see what they're going to be drawing here. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. Fat loaded good. That card does them. They can go searching. They find a Batterskull. They play Thalia. Fun. What's their next card? Is another Thalia? What's our next card? A Lava Dart. Cool. And that's the game. Wow, talk about flooding. A Hand of Lands is how we end that. 3 redraws plus a draw. That's some immense flood. Anyway. Go ahead and reveal this Luris. Okay. They're on the play. So we'll get to see if we need to early Inquisition or if we can just lead on a Soulscar. 2-0 for now. You're right. I also have an updated record. Thank you. Forgot about that part. Man, I need to get back into the swing of things. Oh. They kept 7. We'll keep this. It's not terrible. I still have that stop on their upkeep for no reason. Tron. So we probably want to lead with Inquisition. Just in case they have anything low. So they have Reshaper, and Ballista. They play out the mine. And then a tome. Okay. Yeah, that's why we're gonna try to get down these 1-drops as quick as possible. I'm assuming they go ahead and scry. Yep. Put the scry they put on. That's not good that they're debating. They put it on bottom. Okay. Upkeep, they scry again. What you gonna do, opponent? Put the card on top. They liked it enough to draw it. Card was map. Go ahead and play Abbott, get that redraw going. See what we see. Hope it's a land. It is not. Unfortunate. They go ahead and crack map, so they'll have 7 mana next turn. Okay. Let's see what they do. They scry again. We are in trouble if they have Trinisphere, I guess. Because that's 4 mana, Karn the Great Creator. Plus 3 mana Trinisphere. And we don't have a third land to be able to get past the Trinisphere. But they'd lose their Karn doing that. Oh, the Tome, if it can stick around, is great. I'll say it's either scry 4 or draw 4. Or anywhere in between. Yep. Down tick. Opponent's taking their sweet time. Come on, opponent. Witchbane Orb. Okay. Interesting pick. Exile that card. We'll draw. Okay. Attack Karn, attack them. So they lose their Karn. They have Hexproof, which is not going to be fun for us to deal with because I don't believe we have a Braids and Rampage in the side. We don't have any way to deal with it in main board. But with this many Prowess creatures, it shouldn't be too difficult. We just need to hit our third land to just turn on these light up the stages. Or they'll have a Blast Zone. Are they going double reshape or are they going blow up the Blast Zone? Wow. What they doing with 2? Swift Spear and Bolt. See what we're working with for next turn. Oh, neat. A land. And 4 mana. Oh no, is this a smasher? Yep. Neat. They swing for 5. They still have a blast zone. A bit unfortunate. So we bolt the Reshaper. We cling the Karn. Just force this pop. I'm upset that we're up by 6 minutes on clock to this opponent. And this is game 1. Okay. Blast zone. Neat. Okay, we hit ourselves a land. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, kind of sort of figured that was going to happen. The second blast zone there is brutal for us. Of course, card has to be out of push range, right? Put Luris in the hand. Pass the turn. Smasher gets in. No blocks for now. We go down to 4. Two mana Chalice on 1. Okay. Black, black, red, Luris. Replay Abbott. Cool. What a fun game 1. Raids, Rampage, Molten Rain. All of those don't seem terrible. Push doesn't seem great, nor does Cling, nor does Unearth. Do it like so. All right. Let's see what we can do against this guy. Nah, I'm good. If I really wanted caffeine, got Coke right here, but I just don't like players who play slow for no apparent reason. There we go. Love to take the play. If only. No, I'm kidding. No. Coca-Cola. Turn 1, Thoughtseize. And we have a Soulscar Mage. Looks like a keep to me. Go ahead and shock it in. Thoughtseize our opponent. They kept 7. I don't like that they kept 7. What do they have? A Chalice. How about no? Thank you. So that's tower and map gone. Soul Scar, pass the turn. Second tower. Inquisition. So they have map. So they'll get this Thought Not Seer down, which is a bit unfortunate. Come on, opponent. This should be Eldrazi Temple. Okay. Really should have been Eldrazi Temple opponent. But they're not going to be punished for it. Because we can't find a land to save our life. So they're going to have Tron mana. And then they're going to be able to get the Thought Knot and this Matter Reshaper down. Let's see what they're drawing. Smasher. Great. I'm going to go ahead and chalk this game up to a loss because here comes first Thought Knot. Yep. And then probably Reality Smasher because Thought Knot's going to take this Rampage. At least it's, yep. And then Smasher. Yep. Hits us for 5 and then hits us for 9. We can't really tap this Sunbaked Canyon for mana. At the same time, we can't not. Apparently we don't run lands. Even though last game you saw that we ran lands. That's unfortunate. So like we can block. We're not getting out of this. Yep, they don't block. They take 4. And we take 7, go to 2. See what they've got. Not like it matters. Albeit I played extremely poorly there because I've already given up on this game. But still, because they'll be able to play out Seagate Wreckage. Or they have a Blast Zone. Smack us for 7. We go to 2. We'd be technically at 3 instead if I had tapped correctly. We draw an additional card. We take our draw for the turn. We see a light up the stage. We can go ahead and concede. All right, 2-1. One land, 2 Thoughtseize. We mulligan. One landers always will come back and bite us in the butt. Hand doesn't have any threats. Bottom. Bottom. They go ahead and fetch for a tapped Blood Crypt. Shocked Blood Crypt. Alright, either they have the bolt or the push. Bolt. Cool. And it is Jund. Brennan 6? Goif. That's fine. Eh, pretty much, from the looks of it. Well, I don't know what you mean by Boomer Jund. I guess what you mean old school fashion Jund. Opponent's face gets hit for a bit. And we pass the turn. Good old Blood Braid. Yep. Cascades into Inquisition. The Inquisition take our Abbot. Smack opponent for 4, take him down to 8. And now they rip second Black Source and Lilius. No. But that is a Goif. Okay. They've just about turned this corner. We're at a awkward stalemate, although that's double black. So what? Bringing a Croxa back from the yard. We've got one in hand. It's Inquisition. We go down to 7. So that's, if it's just the crook, so that's only 9. We go down to 4. Spell off the top. Why? Any 1-mana spell. Heck, I would have settled for a 2-mana spell. Although we don't have any of those. Because Dart's only 1. Dang it. So 4, 5, they'd be at 2. We're a ways away. Okay. Spell bombs come in. I like all of those cards. Lava Dart seem mediocre. We can take those out. We're now at 61. We don't need to be playing the graveyard game against Jun, but at the same time, keeping these in isn't a terrible plan. Yeah. We can cut a Cling. Is there anything else that we would want? Rampage doesn't seem awful. I don't think we want it though. I think we just want the spell bombs to keep their graveyard in check. Okie doke. I would love to take the play. Reveal Luris. Again, I'm not going to keep a 1-lander just on the premise of every 1-lander I've kept. Screw it, it's against Jund. That bottom habit. That fetch shock Thoughtseize. We have Bolt, K Command, and lands. Just because this allows us to go Seal of Fire their face into the light up the stage, try to find land. Talk about bad luck. Guess I should have cast the one that's in exile. That's my bad. Not thinking there. Because now that one's just gone forever. Lily. Yep. They got rid of push, but they still have bolt. Okay. We hit land here. We can go land Swift Spear Bolt. Get rid of their Lily. Their hand is Crypt, Bolt, 2 unknowns. Okay, they push our Swift Spear. Got 1 unknown. Okay. We've got just a Blood Crypt left. Green, black. Goyf is a 6/7. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 in their yard. We have 5, 6. Yep. And a Soulscar Mage. Go ahead and bolt the Goyf. Shrink it by 3. You're kidding. Okay. They just happen to have the trophy. Three damage gets marked to Goyf. Not like it matters. Shrink the Goyf by 1. And go down to 8. Thoughtseize, sure. Take a look at our hand. Next turn we can cling. That'll be too late. Not like it would matter if we could cling this turn. How's it going, Ty? My night's been alright. About to be 2-2. Just due to some bad luck against this Jund player. There's a Bloodbraid Elf to Cascade into the kill. Yep. So 5 plus 3 is 8. We're at 8. This is probably deal 2, make me discard in case I've got anything. So we'd be at 6. Yep. It's fine. It's League 1. Well, we didn't win the die roll, sadly. But this hand is gas. Oh, I say that. It's missing quite a bit. We've got a strong turn 1 into a decent turn 2. Well, a strong turn 1 is just a Soulscar Mage. Okay, so no Lurrus, but Bobble, meaning probably Death's Shadow. I see what they're drawing with that Bobble. Oh yeah, sharks happen all the time, and it's so unfortunate. Oh, they fetch. They shock. The lack of the play off of the shock definitely tells me this is Death Shadow. Whether it be Grixis, I don't know. Alright, let me push. Yep. They draw another card. Inquisition. Take your pick. It's probably Swiss Spear. Might be light up. Yeah. Shocks in, so probably looking at Grixis Shadow. Abbott just to get an Abbott down. There's nothing we can play that well, actually there's one card that we can play. And what do you know? We hit it. Mishra's Bobble, the only 0 cost in our deck. This, they thought Scour themselves. Hit Teamer Battle Rage, that's good for us. Because that Thought Scour tells me they're prepping for an Angler, which we can't really beat. They'll get a Thoughtseize here, that's unfortunate. Just exile a bunch of stuff. Opponent's debating if they want to cast this Gurmag Angler Or cast this Thoughtseize that they've got in their hand. They choose the Thoughtseize. No, it's just water. So they took the Abbot. Okay. Play Abbot here. Abbot shows us Canyon. Play a Canyon, move to combat. Swing for 2. How's the Dismember? Okay. Then we'll pass the turn. Ugh. Good old Death Shadow opponent basically destroying themselves. Let's go ahead and draw an additional card. Has push. Okay. Alright, man. Have fun laying down. Oh, you're on season 4 of Breaking Bad? Have fun. Thanks for the lurk, man. Always appreciated. Cast this with Spectacle. See if they have the Drown. They do not. And those cards will win us this game. Unless they play a blocker. Cast, get back Swift Spear. But we didn't have anything. We're just gonna swing. Take him to 5. Put Lurrus in the hand, play out a card. Okay. I like Rampage here. They play just a couple big bads. We'll cut a Cling, cut a Cling and a push for Ingress Rampage. That sounds good. Run it back, see if we can't get this 3-2. One lander, but it is Soulscar Mage into Swift Spear. It's such an awkward one lander though, because it's the Canyon. Lead on the mage. If we can get this second red source, we can then go Swift Spear, hit for 3. Swiss Spear hit for 2. One gets pushed, sure. Pluto Delta. Want to see if we can't connect with this Swift Spear. Go ahead, show me Stubborn Denial. Yep. I mean, I had to try to get the land. When it goes to 15. Blood Crypt tapped. Okay. Pushes the Swift Spear. Sounds good. Spell Bomb. Yeah, buddy. Drop down this Soul Scar Mage. Pass the turn. So what, 18 and 49 chance? This is a big one. K command, discard 2 damage, sure. Discard an Inquisition. Opponent's got a lot of hate. They go down to 13. So they can almost play out a Death Shadow here. I'm assuming this is exile our yard, and then they're gonna pay a black. Yep. Get Thought Scour themselves. Hit a Death Shadow and a Thought Scour. That'll land for the turn. They're at 2 cards in hand. Really hoping one's not a Stubborn Denial. Of course. Okay. They've got 2 in hand. We finally got land. Knock opponent down to 8. Black, blue. Interesting colors to be floating. Collective brutality, just -2, -2. Okay. And then a death shadow. So unearth. Lava dart takes them to 7. Lava dart takes them to 6. One's at 3, one's at 2. We don't go for this line yet. Let's go ahead and play out an Abbot. Just have Abbot dig us a bit deeper. Ouch. So they've got 1 in hand. Has to be exactly TBR for us to be scared. If it's not TBR, they hold back anyway. Right? Unless they have another Death Shadow. So if we block with the Swift Spear, if we don't block, we die. If we block, we'd be at 2. At 2, we win. We have to have second Death Shadow here. Angler. Might as well have been second Death Shadow. Still a blocker. 1. Snapcaster Stubborn Denial. Actually, you don't even need the Stubborn Denial. Yeah, I was gonna say Snapcaster K command's the correct line, because then you sack Snapcaster to the Rampage, deal 2 to the Abbot, make me discard. Then we don't have any blockers. All right, they had exactly what they needed to win that game. It also helped that on turn 9, we've played 2 lands. Yeah. 2 damage. Oh, honestly, it should just be... Really, you're gonna return Snap? And 2 damage there? I mean, either way, you still get it. Oh, I know. Have a good night, man. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's see if we can't get game 3 and in this league 3-2. Let's see. I like what we brought in. Don't think I want to change anything. Yeah, let's just run it back. Be a bit faster, hopefully. Hopefully not get destroyed by a 1-lander. Like I said, we were gonna... What was gonna happen? Okay, we've got more than enough lands. We don't have any threats, really, which is unfortunate. But... It's got a crooks, it's got a good enough start. Okie doke. Let's see what they do. Watergrave, shock it in. Bobble. Okay. Go ahead and get a tapped Blood Crypt. They thought scar themselves. Hit push and grave. And now they sack some cards, or they discard a card. Then we sack our Grooxa. Ooh, they pitched an Angler, meaning that they have second Angler. And probably a fetch land, meaning they have a turn 2 Angler. I need to remember to play this in second main. There we go. Let's go ahead and see what they're drawing. They're drawing a Thought Scour. They Thought Scour themselves. Second land, second Angler. Third Angler, actually. We can double bolt to get rid of the Angler if they go that line. Which is exactly the line that they go for. I'm okay double bolting this. If we hit Angrass Rampage, we're okay doing that as well. Double draw. Okay, we'll go Blood Crypt tapped. Bolt. Bolt. And then next turn, that'll give us a Croaks online. Yep, cool. So with that, we'll have what? A 6/6? Unless they have, you know, push, double bolt. They could have a mini multitude of things. Or they'll have spell bomb. That'll do it. Spell bomb will get rid of our Croxa. We'll go ahead and fetch, and while we can't do anything, they should crack this spell bomb. If we get to resolve this fetch land, we get to resolve a Croxa. So they do need to pay attention to that. There we go. And they'll draw. We do not get the Croxa down. Unfortunate. We will have black, black, red, red. And a rampage. But the issue is now we're both just staring down at each other going, well, who draws the threat first? They only have one angler left in the deck. So their threats are probably Death's Shadow. They're well ways away from Death's Shadow, and we've got push and rampage for that. Land bobble, pass turn. There we go. Go ahead and see what our opponent's going to be drawing. Just because it doesn't matter what we're drawing. Okay, we're drawing a bobble. Great. Yep. Go ahead and put Luris into hand, do this, crack that. So we won't get much value off of this Luris, sadly, because I'm assuming they'll have the answer. But we will get at least a bobble. Yep. There's the bush, as we were expecting. What we really did there was 6 mana, draw a card. Okay. That's really what you want to be stubborn denying. All right, opponent. Bobble. Spell bomb. Spell bomb again. Yep. That makes sense. We'll take the redraw. Cool. That's a threat. They want to see what they're drawing. Makes sense. We need to see if they want to crack that fetch land or not. Okay. They get the double draw. They play out another polluted delta. Interesting, interesting. Swiss Spear. Bolt opponent. Go ahead and yield to the Soul Scar and yield to the Swiss Spear. We've got Push and Rampage. This will knock them down to 10. Paying costs. What? Snappy? Snap targets push. In response, we'll push your Snapcaster. So they can take care of one of the 3/4s, but not both of them. They push away the Soul Scar Mage. They take 3, go down to 11. Do they have more removal in hand? No. They have Dismember. Okay. They're down to 9 with 3 in hand. First Death Shadow. Or is it an Angler? With how long this is taking to cast, it's probably an Angler. Neat. I really hope they don't have the Stubborn Denial. Well, they have the Stubborn Denial. Drown in the Lock. Same thing. Counter spell. They've got a 3-turn clock on us. Funny thing is, we can rip triple bolt. Nope. What we need is a light up the stage here. Or they'll have the Brutality. We go down to 5. Looks like we'll be ending this league 2-3. Unfortunate. A lot of that was just due to Mana Screw. You can play this out as a blocker. All right. They go ahead and pop their Spell Bomb. Draw an additional card. Trying to find removal for our Swift Spear. Did they find it? They did. Cool. And there we go. Ending that league 2-3. A bit unfortunate. The red black prowess deck feels strong. We just had some bad games. In all honesty, there wasn't much we could have really, like, we could have not kept that one lander. I don't know if we did that 1 or 2 times, but we shouldn't keep one landers. We know that, but it almost paid off a couple of times. We had to go down to 5 one game. That wasn't great, but overall, the deck feels strong. We just got unlucky. That's what I'd sum it up to. So yeah, definitely a strong version of the prowess if you're looking to build into this a prowess version. So that's what we'll call the video. See you guys in the next one.